Good morning, ladies. Today I'm going to talk about some of the questions that the ladies have had about registration and how to do a field things. Obviously, we're still using the calendar. One thing I did want to bring up before we get into this is we do have a Silverado Country Club mobile app for your phone, which basically makes things a little bit, I should say, not a little bit, a lot easier to manage and function through an app on your phone instead of using your phone and using your Safari or whatever your web browser is on your phone to go to the website and go through the process that way. So I'm not going to go through it today, but go into your app store on your phone and search for Silverado Country Club and download that app. It will be a lot more user friendly, getting to the calendar and registering for golf and other things. But anyway, so back to this, we're going to go into the calendar and go to the play day. Remember, when you hit register for golf, it's not registering you right away. This is just opening up a different tab and going to Golf Genius. So I'm kind of going to run through the sign up process here. Well, I'm already signed in as myself here, but I just want to go through this. Typically, you're going to have a drop down here with your name, select your name, hit sign up, and we can go from there. But one question I did have is, how do I see who's playing before registering? So when you get to this sheet, you don't have to sign up first. You can always go into the actual tee sheet, and this will bring up the players that are playing that day already. Remember, this is just a list of players. It is not categorized by line, by group. So this first group isn't necessarily playing together. The second line isn't playing together. The pairings will be made on Wednesday. Will be sent to you Wednesday afternoon after registration closes. Also on that, registration will open 1 week in advance at 7 a.m. For the following week on every Thursday, and will close on Wednesday, the day before, at 10 a.m. So any changes made after 10 a.m. on Wednesday before the play day will need to go through myself or Alexis to make any changes. One of the questions I have is, why do we have a week in advance only? Reason for that is, in my experience, the number of cancels, the number of no-shows greatly diminishes by having it a closer registration. Also on top of that, I mean, currently we don't have lunch, but when we do get to lunch, if registration is too far out, the specials will not be updated, and that can cause confusion and or issues with that if you select a special that is currently no longer available. But if you have any more questions on that, just reach out to me, please. But back to this, list of players. So there's numbers underneath each of the ladies' names. These are representative of the group that they signed up with. So for instance, Bonnie Burns, Barb Leverett, Cat Roberts all have a number 4 underneath their name. That means that they will all be playing together. They signed up and registered in that group. As you can see, there's other groups that are like that. If you have an individual number, that means they are just signed up individually. Or if there's only 2 numbers, obviously they signed up as a twosome, and obviously all these groups that are less than 4 will be paired later. But that's what those numbers mean. If you have any questions on that, please let me know as well. I want to go back to one other thing here, back to the home page and registering and that process of canceling if you need to through this page. I'm going to quick sign up myself here and a couple other players. So once we get to this page, when you get to this, says you are signed up. So this is where you sign up other members or send messages to myself. So let's start with the messages. So if you click on this, this will bring up a box. You send myself a message. This is good for if you are walking or if you want to put that your group is going to walk, please put that in there so I know ahead of time, or if there's other messages that you have, please put them in there as well and send them to me. But back to signing up other members. So if you do plan to sign up other members, this is the process. The drop-down box here, just select whoever it is in there. I'm going to select Alexis. If it's just one other person you are signing up, just hit save. And that'll just add her. And then you just hit continue from there. And that'll just save that as a twosome. From there, I'll go to the T-sheet. It'll show you that they are there right here. If you want to add somebody to your group, just go back home, or if you sign back in, click on the Other Players tab of the player that originally signed up the other player, and you can go back and add another player. Just hit this button here to bring up another player, just like so. Add another one, so now I can add Cody, and then I would hit save, and then now that'll add that to the list. If you need to cancel somebody out of the foursome that you made, you would go into this exact same process, click other players, they'll pop up, see this cannot play on the side, you can click that and unregister them for your group. This can also be done by the individual player that on their own email as well, or if they sign in to cancel themselves as well. Let's say that you are the person that signed up the entire group, but you cannot make it for your group. So what you would have to do is you would actually have to contact me to cancel yourself out, because if you go in and you are the person that made the entire twosome, threesome, or foursome, if you cancel, it'll cancel all the players that you signed up as well. Not ideal, it's just how Golf Genius has it set up. I'm working on to hopefully change that, but currently, if you are the person that made the tee time, you will need to contact me to cancel yourself out, so it doesn't cancel all the players. Other questions that I have had, I think that's the majority of them. But anyway, if you have any other questions about anything of the process, please let me know. T-sheets will be available on here as well when I make them on Wednesday, so they will not just be in your email. If you come to this, you will be able to see what hold you are starting on as well once we get to that process. But thank you. If you have any other questions, please reach out and I will help then. All right, thank you.